Thank you, Meeks. And now we've got our keynote speaker, Aurea Reis, author of Healing Letters. So Aurea was born in Luanda, Angola, and permanently moved to Portugal in 1992 when she was 11 years old due to the Civil War. Since 1997, she has not gone back to Angola. Therefore, there is not much she remembers about her birth country. She embraces both countries as her background. One saw her born and the other saw her grow up. Together, they built and shaped her personality. Aurea is now 39 and moved to the UK in 2008 when the recession hit Portugal hard. She's a single mother of a 10-year-old boy. She graduated university in tourism and business, and she worked in that area for 6 years until she was made redundant during COVID. Currently, she works as an employment coach at Refugee Migrant Centre in the West Midlands. When she was writing her book, she discovered she wanted to do something meaningful and rewarding. She is now using her living experiences to help other people overcome their own traumas. By healing her inner child, which I absolutely love, Aurea discovered her caring side and enjoying pursuing that path. Her hobbies are writing, travelling, fitness, quiet time alone, and spending quality time with her family and friends. Her name Aurea comes from the old Latin aurum, and it means something made of gold, golden, that shines. And Aurea's speech today is, I am every woman.
Hello, everyone.
Hey.
Nervous? I just have to say this is just wonderful to be here among such beautiful, powerful women. And I hope we can all inspire each other. I'm just inspired by you, Marika. That's how you pronounce your name. Because as the title of my speech says, I am every woman, and I could see myself in you at times when you were talking, especially when you said that your children inspired you to be better. And I found my inspiration to change in my child because he didn't ask to be here. I chose to have him, and I thought he deserved to have a better mom. We should change for ourselves, but I actually changed for my child because, I needed to show him the way. And I'm raising a boy. And for me, for example, when I separated from his dad, I was very upset with him because it was that bad, and I was a broken woman, and I was going through a depression, and I felt that it wasn't my place to raise my child. If you are a mother, you know how sad it is to say that out loud. And it makes me emotional every time I have to say that. But I thought, what do I know about raising a boy that tomorrow is going to become a man? So I resented his dad for that. And at the same time, I was very quick to point my finger at men. Black men especially, because they're very quick to leave. Not just... Sorry, black men in the room. I'm sure you guys are lovely. But they're very quick to leave. My ex-partner actually said to me, because he's finished university here at the same time as me, and he decided to leave to Angola because the money was there. Angola was growing and, in terms of investments and whatever, so the money was there. The truth is, until today, I have to wait for him to help me financially, which he doesn't for I don't know many years, but never mind. And so I felt upset about it. I felt like he should have taken my son with him because it was his obligation to raise him, not mine. I'm a woman. I barely knew about myself. What about raising a boy? So I had to learn and strip myself from everything that I knew until then, every culture cycle, because I'm from Africa. I don't know if there's any African women in the room, but it's a very it's a very strict culture, in terms of obedience. And in terms of respecting your elders, even when you write, you shut up, you listen, you don't say anything, doesn't matter how old are you. You know, I'm 40 now, and when my mom speaks, I still have to be like, oh, God, okay. Go on, Mom, okay. I don't have to do what she says, but I just, you know, she owns her place as her queen, you know, so just let her take the throne. And so I had to strip myself from all of that and rebuild myself again. So now I would like to, I'll read a poem first. That's how I wanted to start, but I'll just follow up from Marika because I just loved your speech. It was really powerful. So I'll start with a poem, which I already started anyway, and I'll finish with another poem. And this poem I actually dedicated because by the way, I'm an author. I think Christina already said. And in my book on dedications, I have dedications, and the main dedications is for my mom, for my son's godmother, which is my best friend. And then I have a dedication for every woman that goes through the same. And the name of the poem is To You. You that cry in silence when friends misjudge you or do not understand you. You that carry deep secrets that hunt you day and night. You that have a love for your children but fail to know how to put it out to them. You that love your family but need them to see you and not constantly fight you. You that learn to fight at a young age and continue to do so even when not required. You that are hurting from your traumas but are scared to address them. You that were bullied and become resentful. You that want to be loved but fail to love yourself first. You that seek a partner but always end up hurting. You that want to tell your truth to the world but are afraid to be judged and victimized. You that are tired of being angry, miserable, depressed, and in pilot mode. You that felt unloved and uncared for so long. I hope this book gives you the strength to say enough, not just to others, but to yourself. Everything begins and ends with you. Seek healing and forgiveness for you and not just for others. Understand your story. Look yourself in the mirror. Unleash your demons. Look them in the eyes. Talk to them, and if they do not want to listen to listen, then write them down. When you do so, address the hurt and the pain, but also the learning experience. What did that experience and that moment teach you? For sure, your resilience, your strength, and your character have come from those experiences. They might not have been fun, but you survived. You are not that unprotected child anymore with no voice. Seek help, therapy. Talk your demons to trusty ears and trust the people who love you with your ugly. Put your walls down. Stop fighting. Not everything. It's a war. And learn to be vulnerable. Stop doubting your greatness as a mother, as a daughter, as a friend, and as a lover. Start seeing yourself through the eyes of those that genuinely love you, and you will see what they saw all along. Not a perfect human being, but a human deserving of love and affection. A human capable of love beyond comprehension, if only you let go of everything that takes you away from your purpose in life. Understand them, the people that hurt you. Forgive them. Forgive you for allowing them that liberty, for feeling guilty or deserving of it all. And let them go if you need to. You that now find your voice and your peace of mind. You that learn to forgive yourself and others. You that accept love without questioning your right for it. You that talk and give love. You that work tireless to be the best parent and human being you can be. You that talk and that walk on purpose and listen to God's calls. I write this book to you because you are me. And I just wanted to do a quick exercise with everyone just to show when you say about, stripping yourself of who you know. Oh, this one. Okay. So I will need, let me see. Yemi, can you come here? Come on. You'll be the child. Come here.
Not to talk.
No, you don't have to talk. It's just to stand, not to do anything. So, Yannick, then I need, can be these three beautiful pink ladies over here. Strawberries over here. Come on. I almost came in pink as well. Much wool. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, come on. Come on. You just stand, you don't have to do anything. Yeah, so when I say about stripping myself from everything, all the beliefs that I had, so basically when I start therapy, which was quite difficult, I start therapy in silence because for my culture, we don't do that. Stress, what's that? Go to work, keep yourself busy. So I had to go to therapy and I did it on silence. And while in therapy, just do a circle around me, please. So let's pretend this was 5 years ago, maybe. So I had to basically learn to address all the women inside of me. This is the child within myself. And this is the adults in my life, me as an adult growing up, and this is the teenager one. So the child within myself was left behind for too long. So for that reason, that was the child that was bullied, was child abused, was neglected, and so she was kept inside of a box that I I tried very much to leave her behind and never go back there and don't even think about her. This teenager had a very unhealthy relationship with her family. She tried suicide once, as the child as well. This is the young mother, not very young, I was 30 already. Still young and beautiful. That was left by her husband, that he told her very hard things, that left her with 50 pounds and told her, you are in England, you can apply for benefits, you'll be fine. This is the woman that after leaving this relationship stayed alone for 2 years and then decided to meet someone, and so she found the prince, and this was it. And in the end she ended up in an abusive relationship, and she stayed because her son was very attached to this person and she didn't want to fail her son again. This one here, it's the mother, the broken mother, that after going through all of this, was just standing in a corner, didn't know what to do. Didn't bond emotional with her child. It was just in a pilot mode. She was being the strong black woman. Yeah? Okay, so in therapy I had to learn to address all of them because they were all battling inside. And so I had to start with the child within myself. I'm gonna hug her because she's my friend anyway. I had to hug her. I had to say it's okay. I'm sorry I let you behind. I'm sorry that I didn't come back for you. But thank you for being resilient. We are here because you brought us here. So this lady over here. I'm emotional. Let's cry together, it's okay. I had to say to her, forgive your mom. She did the best that she could. She did the best that she could with everything that she knew. She wasn't there to hurt you. You know? It's okay. You are a mother now. You understand the struggle. You have so much information around you, but she didn't. So it's your job now to teach her.
Wow.
So you are the mother, right? I'm lost already. So this mother had to say, you have postpartum depression, you know? It's okay to talk about it. It's okay to embrace it. There's no shame on it, you know. Because I was in a new country, I was told by my community, and that's why you need to be careful with your community, not always they're there to help you. That the midwives, if they see that I wasn't fit to raise my child, they could take it away. That wasn't an option for me. So what do? You build old walls around you, and you think you're protecting yourself, but you're damaging yourself and making yourself more broken. So I asked you to go and ask for help. But you didn't do it.
Yeah.
You just went after this relationship. To this woman, it's okay. You know, that relationship actually told you how to be a better mom. Because he was a psychologist, and he actually told me, he was the first person to realize I had a detachment from my son, and he told me to look for therapy.
Okay.
Although he was abusive, emotional abuse, he was a narcissist, he gave me some tools for me to learn and go and look for help. So it's okay. It didn't broke you because you had almost a lot of people over here. So you knew evil all along from your child abuse. So this was just like, it wasn't pleasant, but you knew how to navigate. You learned to navigate that. And on the way, there was lessons, and you learned them, and you apply it, and now we're here. So this is a strong black woman, and some of us love that label, the strong black woman. Let me tell you something, that kept me in jail, emotional jail for a long time. I'm a strong black woman, said my friends. But inside of my house, I was crying, I was struggling, but I can't help ask for help. How can I tell my friends that I was abused as a child? How can I tell my friend that I'm struggling as a mother? How can I tell my friend that I'm in an abusive relationship with this man that everybody thinks is a prince? How can I tell that when I'm a strong black woman? So here, through therapy, you learn to be vulnerable. You are still black, you are still strong, you know, you are still a woman, but you can be vulnerable. Not to everyone, to the people that you trust the most, that you know you can give your life. Your mother, your best friend that she normally says she will take a bullet for you. That's the people you can be vulnerable with. Yeah? So, yeah, you walk in, you know? So, and then I have to nourish the child within myself. I have to continue working on her because the traumas are still there. I'm working on my healing. Healing is a process. I'm healed from the most pain I am, but I still think about sometimes certain things still trigger, but I'm able to control my rage. I'm able to choose my battles. I'm able for you to choose a fight with me. Can I just walk away from you because I'm too beautiful? I've been with you, like, especially in the middle of the streets. I'm in my heels, I can't do that. Maybe tomorrow when I put my trainers to go to the gym. So this lady over here, my child, so there's no more she or me. Now it's us. We are together. Wherever I go, she's with me because the root of everything is her. I didn't took that glass of poison because you listened to the good voices in your head that said not today. And because she was scared, she didn't know what was that. I normally say it was God talking to me, and she was there, and so I had to go back to her, open the box, taking out of there, and she fought me. We cried together, but we are here together now, and every time something in me is not clicking up, I go back to my roots, which is her. And then we try to understand why I'm acting this way, because everything is proven. everything that you do now, if you have traumas, you have to address your traumas today. You can't be the theme of the FeminiTEA today is unapologetical. Be unapologetical you, but you can't be that without addressing what's hurting inside of you, what's painful, that trauma. Doesn't matter if it was mine, was in childhood, then I have in adulthood. It might have be something last month, but you have to address it. You need to heal that. Yeah, thank you, Annika. So that was just a quick exercise just to make you understand that you can't be whole. You can't be unapologetical you and sell that to people when you don't believe in yourself. I know my struggles, I know my pains, I know what my limitations are, I know my fears, but because I know everything that is inside of me. Work starts from within to the outside. You can sell orange. It's like an orange. An orange has orange juice inside. You can't give lemon juice when you have an orange. So if you are selling something, she's selling her business, Christina is selling her business, I'm selling my business. If you're starting a business, people realize that. If you have to be in front of people talking and you're not really believing what you're talking about, they feel it. So you need to show your vulnerability for other people to think it's okay to be vulnerable. And it's in that vulnerability that they're going to bond with you.
That's right.
They're going to understand you. And they're going to follow you because they will admire you. Because maybe that's what they're seeking. Someone that is willing to strip herself from all of that. Not being ashamed. Because while I was in that circle, that person that needed to do that work, which was me 5 years ago, I was pretty much ashamed of all those women around me. I had more to say, but I was just finished with a poem. Is that okay? So today I want to dedicate a poem, which when I wrote, I dedicated to Masha, which is over there. She's my publisher, and to another lady, which is the publisher, the editor of this magazine. But today I want to dedicate to all of you here, especially Christina, because she has done all of that. Let's just give her a round of applause for her. Which is amazing. So I just wanted to, so the name of the poem is Honest, Amazing, and Synchronized, and it just goes with all that I have said. Today I decided not to sleep. Instead, I lay down on my bed, looking through the window and contemplating the darkness of the night. I was curious about the process between the dark and the light. What happened when I am sleeping? I wanted to observe the magic of nature. The moon goes down and the sun comes up. 2 hours before the light starts to come in the horizon, the sky looks darker than before, leaving you with a small sense of despair that the bright light might never come. Suddenly, there it is, far but close to my eyes, one of the most honest, amazing, and synchronized shows on Earth. The sun is now shining bright and high in the sky. Half of the world is still sleeping, but that doesn't stop it shining every day, even behind the clouds on a rainy day. Like a king in the skies, he knows his place, he owns it. He doesn't compete with the moon, as he knows they have different functional abilities. One is dark and the other is light. The moon takes you to sleep and the sun wakes you up. However, they are both honest, amazing, and synchronized in their functions. As I contemplated this phenomenon of nature, I came to the realization of myself. I am on that point of despair between the darkness and the waiting for the light. The universe might know that I'm 2 hours away from my shining, but my anxiety makes doubt it. I have been the moon for so long, I live in darkness, but I still manage to shine at times. Occasionally, or on a full moon. During those times, I try to be honest, amazing, and synchronized in my functions and within my capabilities. However, people didn't acknowledge. You see, people only notice the full moon at times when the sky is pitch dark. Just then, they appreciate its beauty. Figuratively speaking, you need to make someone's lights. You need to take someone's light in order to yours to shine. I'm not like that. You give yourself to a job, to a relationship, to a normal day-to-day life, but things always look so stuck, so evasive, so frustrating. When in your darkness moment, you dream and you have ambition, but things always go in slow motion. Suddenly, you decide to ask the universe for a break and freedom in your life, and there it is, the light in the horizon, the brightness, the sun. Others might still be asleep while I am trying to shine up in the skies, but I'm not asking for permission. I am also not imposing. I just know that I am a queen, and my place is up there. And that if all that I do is honest, amazing, and synchronized with the universe, my light should keep me warm and secure in the pursuit of my freedom. No competitions, just different functionalities, but all honest, amazing, and synchronized. Thank you.